Welcome everyone to Pleasure Pond, a cozy little family-oriented theme park which is going to be our summer project. In the span of the next 3 weeks, every other day you are going to be greeted with an episode of this in real time. We are playing casually, grabbing some stuff from the workshop, assembling things together and just have a good time. It's gonna be a bit more vibey, cozy, and you can see how I build and approach a project. If that's something interesting for you, stick with me. Again, as I said, every other day, focused on families, and in the background you can already tell where this is going. So if that's something for you, stick with me. We're going right into it. And with that, let's get into building. We are here in Pleasure Pond. You've heard the intro, and we are just about to set up a couple of housekeeping things. We are taking it easy, and we are going to have a full simulation despite the money, because I'm lazy. And and also no research. This should be just a very enjoyable summer Let's Play. We've paused the game. It's the beginning of day 1, and we're going to start right away with a huge area as of a main street, you know. That's the first thing we are doing. And I'm willing to have the pond relatively close by. So what I'm doing before we'll actually build that main street, and I gotta have a couple of facilities here maybe, but you know, we are going to go and use the terrain brush over here, make that one a bit bigger, and we're just gonna, let's have a look. There's that. Let's just dig that down here somehow and use our wonderful flatten tool as well to just get the basic shape. That's about our pond. Not gonna make it bigger. It's not meant to be a lake. It's a pond, you know. It's definitely a pond. So we're just going to make sure that the edge is also fine. I'm also wondering, like, is this the exact edge? Let's have a look. Okay, story time. For a while now, my left arm was kinda numb. After consulting some doctors, we found out it's because I'm sitting like a shrimp on my desk. Too much work, wrong posture, and, well, in fact, just way too much working while sitting. In addition to some neck training and posture correction, the doctor also asked me to grab a standing desk or a movable desk. And this is where my friends from FlexiSpot come in. I actually told them the story and asked if I could have a discount or anything, but they said, you know what, we're gonna send you the EZ7 Pro, you test it and see if that works for you. And oh boy, does that work. This is a fantastic premium movable desk and it has some really cool features. But honestly, I'm good at building in Planet Coaster, but I'm not good at building in real life. However, the setup was so easy I forgot even to record most of the footage. It was so quickly set up. And in addition to that, the desk has some incredible force. You can see the footage of me being lifted up and down, which is crazy. And the best part is there's no wobble, no problem whatsoever. If that sounds good for you, use the link to save 150 bucks off that table to not feel like an old man like me. There are countless mix and match opportunities with like colors and desk shapes and forms and material. And the best part is, in this video, you even saw a little spoiler of a project what I'm running right now. Yes, you gotta go back to that and find it. But now check out the code, check out the store. It is absolutely worth it and it does relieve the pain. Okay, before we continue with the Let's Play, which is gonna be really good, here's a personal note from the editing room. This actually is a pretty good product and I really had some issues with my arm and the neck. But having a standing desk is really recommendable if you're working a lot in the office and you have to basically force your body into a very unnatural positioning. So make sure to check it out, whether you get this one or another one, but this is a very good thing I can highly recommend. But now let's get back into the video. So it's about here. Yeah, that's good. That's good. Maybe we should... I'm not sure if we are going to use clean water instead this time around. Huh. That's a bit of a tropical one. I really want to be able to change the color of the water. Actually, the rough water, I quite like it from its looks, you know. I think it's the most beautiful water of them all, but it makes no sense. It just makes no sense. Okay, we're going to have the natural water in then instead, and we're going to work with that. Okay, so this is going to be our main street, and I wanna tackle it in a bit of a different way than usual. So what I'm going to do also, why is the game not paused anymore? I'm just going to bring this in a little bit over here, just so a little tiny bit, you know, that this is going to, wow, that's a fancy color. Let's just quickly get a decent color in. I'm just gonna lilac over here. I'm not really sure. I mean, you guys have seen an intro where hopefully a lot of good stuff already is visible. This is me just beginning with the project. As of now, I don't even know if we're going to make it at the end, if it's going to be released. But I do hope, because I just generally wanted to do this little summer project, and you guys asked me to basically do something, you know, with a bit more of real-time stuff. So I guess here we go, you know. So we're just gonna curl that around a little, and actually what we could do is just curl that around this way and then bring it over here. That's kind of neat. And here we have to, I think it's just like the one step we had over here, and then I had that one going out, and from over here we're bringing this just about as parallel as we get it, and then we're just going to try our luck at getting this. Yeah, I mean, I could do it this way, and then, yeah, but the problem, nah, I can't. I just gotta stretch that out straight, and then I'm just going to curl that around a little bit like so, and hopefully, yeah, just stop doing this. Let's do it that way, and then we're just gonna bring this somewhere over here. It doesn't really matter, to be honest, because I will make this a bit of a bigger plaza here anyways, but that's kind of neat. So we have these areas in the center for a bit of shenanigans, a bit of planters, maybe like a little gazebo of some sort. So I just wanted to do something rather different this time around, you know. It's not big enough to have like a parade going over, but I'm not even sure if we have a parade on here. Maybe we have at the end. I have a certain idea how to integrate you guys as a bit of a, maybe even like a raffle to win a DLC of some. I think, you know, that could be fun. I will have to set that all in the intro or put it in the description. You'll find that anyways. So I quite like the idea how that looks, but what we gotta have is now a pathway that curls alongside this, and therefore we're going to have like a bit of a brick one going on over here. I'm just gonna get rid of the angle snap. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to define what is going to be my sidewalk here, and over here I'm just gonna curl that back a little like so. And we're just going to try to mimic the same in a bit of a parallel, yet not completely parallel way. Just going to try to get it as much as similar as possible, but yet enough of a difference. I quite love that. I really love that. Let's actually get this pathway a bit more classical towards that red color that it usually is. No, do not delete it. It's actually, there you go. Let's have a look. Yeah, that's much better. That's much better. Again, I've got no idea how the entire project is going to look at the end. The only thing I know is that we will use a lot more workshop items. I know that we are going to, you know, go a bit more easy on the blueprints and just going to enjoy and play the game a lot more casual. I did do this on my German channel, and it turned out to be really enjoyable. I mainly did that on my German channel to test out the actual management at the moment in the game. And I was quite confused to why so many people were so negative about this, because I actually found that pretty good. Like, I didn't have any major issues so far, and I did play for, I don't know, like, I think I played for about 6-ish hours, which is about the time I envisioned for this project, maybe even a little longer. I don't know, that was crap. Let's just do that again. I'm just going to curl that around. Maybe we start off a bit simpler here, and then maybe like so. Just bring that over a little bit like this, and then go over here and straighten that out. Yeah, that's much better. That's much better. So I can now double tap on here and use the, let's go to 8 meters. We're just going to, there's no intersecting terrain. You kidding me? So we're just going to bring that over. Maybe we can leave out a bit of space here. So this is where I want to have like a flat ride anyway. So we're just going to plan out our park a little. So Pleasure Pond is basically going to be obviously a very small summer project vibe kind of park, you know. So it's not going to be, you kidding me? So let's say suspended ground. That's not going to work. Conforming. Okay, it's all not going to work. So I'm just gonna get rid of one piece, and you're kidding me, right? So here we go. It's all conforming now, whatever. And let's just hit the Alt key to, oh wait, hold on. I'm just gonna do it this way then. And just gonna bring that in. There you go. Gotta love the new pathing. Gotta love the new pathing. It's not really, is it that new? It's not really that new anymore, is it? So what I'm, oh my god, what is that? 6 meters? 5 meters? Actually 4 meters. I mean, that's still wide enough, isn't it? So let's just honestly, in this specific case, I like using the Y key or Z key, depending on which kind of keyboard you are at. You can change whether it's going to be 90 degrees connected or this kind of seamlessly as over here. I quite like the seamless idea, just like so. It's not really the same, is it? But I like the idea of having maybe a couple of shops here on the side. So what I'm doing with this is I'm just going to do that and just kind of smooth this corner around a little. Just curl that around here. And by the way, if you don't know the shortcut, if you're having the paint tool over here and you press F on your keyboard, you can switch between curve and whatever. You gotta get this thing on here too. When you go over it, you can see whenever you have a shortcut, it's going to be shown to you which one that is, in case you didn't know that. I kind of find that super helpful. So this is looking rather good already. It's kind of neat. So I think what I'm going to do today is we're going to have like that little family dipper right over here. And as I said, we're going to go to the Frontier Workshop and we're going to search for exactly that, right? I haven't said anything before, so I wanted to just kind of find this myself. So we are going to go to flat rights and we're going to go to, oh my god, spinning, swinging wheel. It's kind of a tower, isn't it? Confirm. And then we're going to say, I'm not sure if we can say family dipper. Let's say family first of all. There you go. Junior drop tower. That one looks kind of neat, doesn't it? Oh, look at that. That's a simple version with like a little hedge over here. Okay, that's kind of a neat one already. Candy cane carousel. Oh my god, that looks also so cool. That looks so cool. What's that? Samperla Sky Tower. I think that's like that's not even a ride actually. That is a scenery item. Gotta love that one as well. Family kiddie ride. That is like some donuts, whatever. Okay. Guess it's not what I wanted to see. Is that do I need to type in dipper or so to find it? Family drop tower. I love these creations. They're so good. Like these fake creations. Like they are most likely better than the ones then in game, at least in size, you know, but that's typically what people do. It's a pain. What else can I have? Let's just say if I can find the dipper. Let's see if dipper is going to work. Oh yeah, little dipper. Oh, that one is good. Hopper. It's not dipper, it's hopper. Oh my god, I'm so gonna take that. That is beautiful thing. So how's that thing called? Hopper. The creator, for you guys, I'm gonna mention that, is Fingleton, hashtag 19708. And the share code, I'm not gonna read that out. You can basically copy that or type it in if you want. I gotta say that right away. I will not be able, guys, to just have that thing and copy everything in. It's just like I won't get this done before my holidays. But I still like the idea of showcasing all of these blueprints. Oh my god, it's still fitting in here so easily. God, love that. Wait, hold on. I want to. Maybe we can even squeeze two of them in. I want to have that overhanging over the lake here a little. That should be working, and it should create a nice little edge here. There you go. Look, I mean, these things are floating. Well, we got to take care of that relatively easily. So what we're going to do is we're going to say planter. And we're going to take... Where's that one with the one-sided thing? There's two-sided, half-sided. Why is that so half-sided? This is the one I'm going to use with that one. Why is this a mythology and the other ones aren't? It doesn't make any sense. This one is the one, the modular planter. That's the one I was looking for. Let's try to see if I can sneakily align that to the path, because I'm not sure if... Yeah, there you go. I'm not sure if these planters are fully straight. Like, I don't care about their sexual orientation, but like, it's like the angle, you know? The angle. I'm not sure about the angle. Sorry, that is a joke, ongoing joke from the live streams. You should definitely check out the live streams. Then you get these kinds of jokes if you've been put off a little here. That's what we do there. That's what we being funny people, you know. Okay, I like that. I like that quite a lot. How do I look from below? Ooh, okay. I may actually grab myself some concrete. There we have it, and we're just gonna bring that concrete in. Wheel. There we have that. Okay, now let's create a group out of these just to make our life a little bit more easy. I think we could use, you know, if we build this anyways, we're just gonna type in fence here, And actually, I'm just figuring that this song might actually be a little bit too funky for what I'm going for here. I actually used the songs from Planko, from the DLC, and I did also download a couple other songs that would fit maybe the vibe, you know. Just gonna fix that for the next episode, I believe, or actually for the next recording, because I'm not sure if this is going to be only one episode or if I'm going to record for longer. Definitely going to make most of it in a longer session, which I'm really looking forward to. Just playing Planet Coaster for a while. Oh, did I not? Oh my god. So I didn't notice that I was out of the building. So let's just bring that fence within. Oh, there you go. Ooh, it's finally on axis. This is so good. So let's just bring that like so, and just gonna bring that over, like over here. Now the question is, you know, I'm just gonna make that accurate. I'm just gonna bring that over, and I'm just going to bring it about here. How many is this? Like, I'm gonna go for 4. I'm gonna go for 4. So is that the angle? It's about the angle. It's about as good as it gets. That'll look fine. Yeah, I can live with that. And let's get further 2 of them and just bring them in here. That's nice. And just like so. I almost feel like this could be enough if we just, oh my god, the size of that thing. Or maybe soil debris. Yeah, that's about enough. What I can do though is I could just about modular planter edge. It's like modular planter. I'm just gonna take that without the edge. I'm just going to do this like so. I'm just wondering, like, is it? Yeah, it's sticking out here a little. So I gotta be a bit more careful with the positioning where I put it in. Ah, this song is so good from the DLC. It's like, again, such a classic mainstream vibe. I wish we had more of these songs because they're so good. Like, wherever they found them, we need more. Gotta love that. So what we could do is we could just try to get ourselves all of these. There you go. And now we are going to switch this color over, and we're just going to try to... Oh, look, I didn't... I can't... Oh my god, I can't flexi-color them. Oh god, the game. The game is going... it's annoying again. Whatever. Let's see if I can... Is that the best I can do? I don't know. I don't know. Should be this color. Yeah, it's much better. It's blending in very well with over here. I do like that. So what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to bring this one in, and about 5 could be fine. 5 could be fine. So here we go. There you go. And I'm just going to bring this one over and assemble that to over here. There you go. There you go. Love that. Love that. Just gonna bring one more in. Here we go. Look at this. Look at this. Our first ride is in. Now what we do is we are just about connecting this area here. Merges off. That's fantastic because I did not mean to have it in. And just about so we connect this. Ooh, it doesn't have the same kind of... It doesn't matter. We're just gonna blend this in like so. Perfect. Perfect. God, I love that queue, love that design over here. I'm willing to just about get a bit of mud around here, like this. Woo. So that is about it. We're not going to have like all that soil in here. Don't worry. It's just going to be just like a little bit of a different pattern on the ground. Like this. Yeah, it's fine. What we got to do, we do need some energy, as you can see. There's no energy here. So what I'm willing to do right away is we are going to have some power outlined. As I said, we do not have the issue of money, but we have the issue of having all of that stuff. So what I want to do is I want to actually build like a backstage area with a couple of these things. So, I mean, still the issue I have is that you can't really put them right behind each other. But what you always can do is like take one and then take one out in the middle, because that one is essentially what you don't want to have, because, you know, you need that staff member to pass by. What I do like to do, though, is, and I quite not like the idea of it being an area where, like, 3... How's that not connecting? There you go. What I don't really like about this is, like, that you always have to use the staff path. So what I do is, like, I use normal path that I quite like, and then later on I come back and just have like that tiny bit of path in between the normal path and the staff area. I'm just going to switch out this one with the staff path, and then no other people than staff will be allowed over there. I can't really... Okay, I don't know why that corner... Okay, why all of a sudden does that have a fence? It doesn't. Okay, cool. That is fixed, and now we've got energy, but what we obviously also need, we need that other thing, where the facilities, there you go. We need this wonderful power distributor, because without that we can't make this happen. So we're going to bring this distributor somewhat over here, and now we can actually connect this to our power source. We're just going to connect all the power sources together here. So we got all this power grid enabled. Awesome. So we do have that. That's kind of cool. Let's have a look from our main area when people come in. Yeah, that looks not too bad, does it? So what I want to do, we are doing very nice over here. Very nice. I'm just going to type in oak here, because I feel like we can have like a rather big oak tree just about here, just behind that area, just from the... Yeah, that's kind of cool. That's kind of cool. I like that. So what about this beach side over here? We could leave it as is, or we can make like a raised area that we do connect, which I guess I'm a big fan of, having like a waterfront over here. So what we're going to do is we are going to start, I highly recommend doing so, with one piece that we're going to position exactly where we want this. So we should be relatively straight to that area. That's fine. And now, what's that though? And we are going to not say confirming. We're going to say automatic should be fine in this case. Bringing that up a little. I said a little. That should be about enough for the waterfront. And I'm willing to actually skip the song, because that one was also a bit too heavy for me. Again, I'm just changing that to make it all a bit more enjoyable for you, for me, for all of us. I guess I want to have the foundation, because that one will look a little bit better to the outside. Yes, we get that weird blending, but that's okay. Why do we not place... Hello? Okay, that was so wild why I couldn't place it. Okay, wild is also a good point here. What's that? I'm just gonna quickly fix that. Okay. What the heck is this? There is some weird stuff going on over here. I can't even move these nodes. Oh, I can, but like, why would this? Okay, that fixed it. Is there more of these issues? No. That was a bit of a weird issue. Anyway, so once you got that done, double tap on the height you want to build with, and I highly recommend to use that draw tool then. So actually what I want to do is I want to draw a bit of a nice kind of classic area. Highly recommend use enough space to create a bridge, like, because you want to create like a bridge connection maybe. I'm going to do it this way. And so curl that over, stick with one side first of all. If you need it mirrored, you unfortunately need to do that yourself. You can't just copy that over and mirror it, which is a pain. But yeah, I mean, the idea is clear, and I'm just going to try to mimic this as much as I can. I mean, you could literally take kind of scenery items first and try to rebuild this with the scenery items. But yeah, it's, as you can see, I messed kind of up over here. I messed up quite a lot. So let's do that again. We got the time. We got the time and we got the patience. It's all good. So we're just going to bring that over. And that looks much better. And then like here, yeah, I thought, you know, I said to myself, leave enough space. And now I don't do this myself. Clever Rudy you are. Okay, so let's do it this way. It's a bit of an odd one, did I? Yeah, that... Okay, we're gonna fix this issue over here. It's somewhat okay, you know, normally it's not, but we are going to fix it in the way that I want to just about do it this way. So we have kind of a nice pattern here anyways. Okay, so how to connect these areas the best way? Let's have a look first of all where that thing sits. It doesn't really sit perfectly fine, but we can fix that rather easily, but because now you can just select all the pieces that are needed, and now you can use the advanced move tool to bring that into the position where you'd actually need it. I think about over here is much better. Yeah, that's about it. That's about right. So what I want to have is I want to leave a bit of space in the middle, I guess to have a kind of a tree or something, maybe like an ash tree, because that's going to be our pond over here. So let's actually see if we can... Okay, we can connect over here. That's fantastic. Let's see, is that 5 meter wide as well? Yeah. So intersecting terrain, it says. Might be sometimes, if I say automatic, that just works. Yeah, fine. Look, you've got that little bit of an edge over here now, but that should not be too much of an issue. Because we can... That's a ramp, that's the staircase. That is so odd, isn't it? Just gonna try that again to see if we can somehow... Okay, I think in order to create like a staircase as well, what we got to do is we're just gonna bring this one ever so slightly closer. And the line builder should, but yeah, there you go. Got a staircase here. That's fine. We've got that little bit of a, we could actually try to achieve that look too. Yeah, that looks a little bit more similar, which I like. Now let's go to about 7 meters, search for the edge and see if we can bring that somewhat in the middle. What the heck is this? What the heck is this? Let's have a look if we can. Yeah, no, that's... There you go. That's fine. And let's see if we can... Yeah, that was as weird as the other one was. Okay, well, that's about good. That's about good. I mean, kind of... I don't even know if I want... I mean, this is rather steep for a normal thing. Yeah, I mean, I would love to have like some stairs here, but you know what? Scrap it. We're going to just use the draw tool if that works. Nope. We're going to use the draw tool here to hopefully... Let's just see if that works. I think it's not going to... Yeah, it's going to let me because of the terrain. But what about if I do this here? Still not working. Okay. Let's see if I can get myself a little connected here. There you go. That's about it. Now, this doesn't need to be too nice. It's just going to be about as good as we can go. Well, that doesn't want to. Okay, that is not good. We can round this off a little here. Yeah, no, I don't think this is helpful. Let's see if I can only use the lower ends here. It's kind of weird if you do that and it does do this, so I'm just going to not do this. There you go. That was nice. That's nice too. Okay, so this is pretty cool. This is pretty much what I wanted to have over here. We are actually going to steal this one over here, the modular edge, and let's just align that here. It does not really matter. I'm going to just kind of create 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, select them all, split from building, and we're just going to use this here. Never mind. So here we go. I'm just going to push that back a little because I am willing to just about use the soil that we had last time around as well. So let's have a look if we can just about to curl that a little bit. So it has that nice little line in, and just gonna scale that up a bit. So let's just drag it down until we have this, yeah, almost perfect. I'm just gonna bring this one a little bit further back so it doesn't connect to these areas. Just gonna make this way. Okay, so let's just copy that one more time and make that even steeper. Here we go. And do that one more time, bring that a little more up. So about here is good. It's about as much as I want to from the planter. And let's just about, yeah, you know what, just gonna bring that over. It doesn't really matter. And one more goes here. Same about you. Same about you. And just to get this sorted, we're going to have that one curl around as long as it takes until it's seamless. Yeah, about this is perfect, up and down, so we don't have that flicker. And about here, we don't really need that. It's all good. So next up, this is a very neat little planter. We could try to mimic the color even better if we wanted to. Yeah, sure. That was absolutely not the color I was going for. Let's have a look. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Oh, that's so good. Do 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 do. Yeah. Okay. Which color tone were we? Oh, this is pretty much closer. Just getting a lot closer. Why is this so yellowish? I'm gonna take that, but I didn't think it's so yellowish. Let's go with the brick. Let's go with the brick from the set we just got. Brick, a couple of brick ones, but we go with the heritage brick. It's called the heritage brick. Whatever, it's a good brick. I gotta like myself a good brick. Okay, well that doesn't work. Why is this not like? Is that because of add to group? Yes, it is. Just like turn it off, and now. If you want to have the freedom of placing a piece without the hassle of always adding it to a certain group, you just click on not add to the group. I know it's genius, but honestly, it saved me some time. I'm gonna make this like quite large, so this is a bit of a thick one because I want to make to have these bricks, these individual bricks, quite nicely. So let's actually align this here and then curl that around with a bit of the angle that we have over here. Not much, just like a bit, okay? And then what we're doing here is we're just going to bring this a little down. And the same goes on this side. I'm just going to have this on the same, there you go. That's cool. And now what we could do is just angle snap. Angle snap is kind of important because otherwise you wouldn't get the correct one in for both sides. So you can have one, and you could actually curl that down if you wanted to. I'm a fan of curling it back and then just ending it right in position and just about end where you were with this one. And then you can decide whether you want to go here or whatever. Like you could like try to have the outside clean or the inside clean. I think I'm going to go with the outside clean because the inside can have some plants and stuff. So same story here, just click once and then let's align that properly so it has that perfect seamless connection. Here we go, and we're just gonna bring that same thing back in here. And again, we go for the clean version to the outside, meaning that this one is gonna be pushed in. There you go, awesome. So that is about not the color I want to. Yeah, clever from my side again. Did not mean to do that, so let's just copper all these things together. I think we can about end this for the first episode. I'm really happy with how that turned out. I'm really happy. So what I need now is some beige-ish. Yeah, that's too orange. That's the color we are going for. Nice. And we're just going to just select that again. Make that a bit darker. It's going to select that again. Oops. Going to select that again. And we're just going to make that one brighter a little bit. A little bit, I said. There you go. Why is that? Wait, is that not? Okay, that's the one. Let's make that one a little tad bit darker then. But still, yeah, there you go. And then we could actually change the mortar to something more. Yeah, I like that. I like this contrast. You can get super contrasty. I like to have like a bit of depth in it. So here you go. Look at that. This is actually not too bad, is it? I'm wondering, we're going to put the ash trees I was talking about. We're going to put them on the sides. Hold on, there you go. So I'm going to scale that one down a little. So that one is going to sit here. And now we're just going to take actually a big one, scale that relatively crazy down, and plop that a little bit higher, but we're going to have that here. So about that, we're going to have like a rock or a stone or whatever below to where that would be growing, but I wanted to have it as high as possible so that people can still meander around. I quite like the idea of it being still working. So let's actually go to these FlexiColor rocks. I'm just gonna use, I think I'm just gonna use that one, and we're going to make this brownie as brownie. Can we just make that darker? Okay, is that about the other one? Oh yeah, that's about that. Okay. Yeah, something about that is fine. So we're just going to, I just want to still keep some roots because that will otherwise look a bit odd. So let's have that root about get over there. Yeah, nice. And then I think the last bit we're going to do is we're just going to have some flowers. Flowers. Here we go. I mean, they can actually be adjusted a little bit. So let's just do that. We'll just get a couple of flowers of those in. And now let's just turn them blue all over. And like a light blue to cap that off. Awesome. I'm just gonna bring those in here. And we could also make that like super red, you know. And use some pink in between. And again, super red. There you go. And we can just about see where this is going. That's kind of nice. And we also have these kind of plants we can scatter in front of it here. Just rotate them a little and then have some actual flowers go together as in a group. Can go here. And we always need a little bit of like typical greenery that can just, you know, overgrow on these edges a little. I like that quite a bit over here. So I'm just going to mimic a bit of a more like overgrown edge. Yeah, I like that. It's not like super tidy and it doesn't need to be, you know. And that one over here, the periwinkle foliage is so good, especially the flowerless one, because it gives you that more lush feeling of like a planter, you know, a bit more overgrown. And kind of really love that. And then we can have some, oops, single plants up here. Why are you just always floating? Don't just do that to me. Okay, we can make you a bit bigger so that they fit nicer in here to the back. So it looks almost like as if they start growing in that area. You know what I mean? And we could just have one of these topiary things as to cap it off. And we could go with either two of them. And I'm just going to go with King Coaster here. King Coaster is going to be sitting right in. You know what? Actually, we can take King Coaster and Queen Splash. Why not? We'll get both of them. I definitely want to have like a Gulpy version of that one soon. But anyways, these are sitting just over here. Man, this is cool. This is really cool. You know what I'm going to do? I'm just going to paint the railing in. I think I'm going to use this railing and I'm going to make this railing. I'm going to have the curb there. I don't mind. The railing area will be rather goldenish. Hope that this is going to be a good color. Yeah, that's not a good color. Let's make that less shiny. That's good. I can live with this one. I can more than live with this one. So have it on all the sides activated. Yeah, it can actually why not? It actually is super good. Oh my god, a super good idea to. No, I just want to have it about here. Yeah, and that tiny bit on the ground. Yeah, okay, well that doesn't work. Then we don't. I'm just gonna use that here on the side. Can I just about? No, okay, so this, I can't get this edge done. Maybe I have to lower the size of it. Yeah. Let's have a look. Oh yeah, this worked. Let's see if I can achieve the same thing again. Yes, I can. Okay, cool. I wonder if it... Yeah, that was a little bit too much. There you go. Just on both sides and the inside part here too. Did I do both insides? Yeah, no, I didn't. That's fair. Okay, now it's done. Very fair indeed. And yeah, we still have to do the other side as of the front. But no, I'm very happy. Like Pleasure Pond can be started, my friends. This is about the first episode, and I think it's looking already fairly decent. We can be very proud of what we've achieved as of the first layout in like half an hour. This is very straightforward. I can't wait what we do. So as a bit of an outlook to the next episode, I will just straight on continue playing right now. But we're going to grab some Main Street buildings from the workshop. We're going to put some Main Street buildings in. And as I said, I will take this slow as of my own ability, but we are making huge progress because we're using like so much cool stuff from the workshop. I just want to showcase how you can use the workshop, pair it with your own skills, and just kind of create something unique yourself. And if that is something you like, make sure to subscribe. And if I'm going to be a very good and productive camel, you may actually have an episode every other day for the coming 2 weeks and a half or so until I'm back from holiday. I would be loving to see this, but yeah. So let's continue in the next episode for you, but right away for me.